Pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Washington Commanders and the Indianapolis Colts. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. From way up at the 23.
Antonio Gibson on the return. Washington takes over first down at their own 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw right away is Howell. That's complete to Turner. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Colts, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
They'll run for the first time here with Brian Robinson. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Crowd getting in it a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. This one to the sideline. He's got it. A nice job to keep the feet in, but he is a bit short here of a 1st down. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be 4th down.
Now, that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the 1st down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. And that will hit and continue on out of bounds. Ryan and the Colts getting set here, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Quick throw into the hands of Pittman. And he is going to lose yardage here. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support him. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing. Because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to.
A throw for Pittman is intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Back to the air, Ryan after the pick six. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
For a team who came in here on a healthy winning streak, we're seeing some uncharacteristically bad play thus far. And that streak is definitely in jeopardy if this offense keeps giving the ball away and can't mount a few drives of their own.
They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Second down and a run by Robinson. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Now here's Samuel on the end around. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. 3rd and long. Here's Howell. And he finds McLaurin. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Commanders go up by 2 touchdowns. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Colts. Mo Alley-Cox, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And not much on this one, takes it from the 21. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
On third down, Robinson. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. A gain of 4 on the play, and that's going to make it fourth down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. And now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on fourth down. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. Yards that time on the punt, and the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Ryan and the Colts getting set here, 1st and 10. Just shy of the 30. He'll start with a give to Taylor. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. The Colts at 6-1 now through 7 weeks of the season. And they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here. And if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason. And we know that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
From just shy of midfield, Ryan. Now that's into the hands of Mo Alley-Cox, the tight end. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 39. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And the Commanders will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. First down, Howell to throw. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On first and 10. It's Gibson. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Thomas has got it, complete. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Here's Tressway now, as he's on to punt for Washington. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the left.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. William Jackson with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Oh, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times. But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Powell. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
After the interception, here's Ryan. Throw left side complete. That's Taylor. And he's got this down to the 35. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flank.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offense.
And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Chase Young in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. As the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Caught the defense off guard there a bit on 2nd and long, but now you still have to deal with 3rd and long.
Yeah, you do, but you feel pretty good about the last play, don't you? And maybe it gives you a little bit of confidence dialing up the next one, that maybe your team will believe in it when you send it in.
On 3rd down, Ryan.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Blankenship's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal hole.
Luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. A final shot before half for Wentz. Trying to lay one up deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
51 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Again, it's Taylor.
2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down." They love being physical.
Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down.
They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Play action, Ryan. On the move to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
inside to Woods, complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and make...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Bobby McCain.
And the Commanders force the turnover. They'll take...
They're on 27-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And their defense just helped him out by getting the football back. Gibson gets hit and he fumbles it.
And the Colts pick it up. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. So a big turn of events there. This defense makes the play. They return it for the score, and now they have the lead.
So much for ball security for the offense. Playing with a lead in the second half. They give the ball up, and all of a sudden they're behind.
Big-time fumble.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And it's now 17-14. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
Washington takes over first down and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Wentz going to throw. And Thomas has it. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
So the PI decline, and that'll give them a fresh set of downs.
And when you scout tight ends, one thing you want to know, just how strong they are. And we saw it in evidence there. He was able to fight through all the contact and still secure the football.
Wentz now on first down.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they've brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete, and he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
As quarterbacks like to do, he pushed it downfield on that throw. But I think that since he was outside the pocket and there was open space, it would have been a good time for his first carry of the game.
time of the play clock almost up. Ron Rivera is going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will tie things at 17 all. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more, but this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
Second down, another run with Taylor. 64 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
1st and 10, Taylor now.
And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit.
And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down.
Montez Sweat able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away.
So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, blew a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Gibson here running out of the gun.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down.
He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did. And remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. Call it a gain of 5 as they move the sticks.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
On 1st, and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free. but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Throwing on second and long. Wentz forced out to his left. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now throwing on third down there. Connect. Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the fourth time today.
On the return, it's Rodgers.
We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Wentz.
Looking for the crossing receiver, and he's got him. It's Samuel.
13 yards down to the 13.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Short pass tip, but caught anyway.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and that will bring up second down.
But when we see the ball tipped in the air, sometimes we get a little roll change, don't we? Because when it's in the air, sometimes the defensive back becomes the receiver. And in this case, the receiver looked like a defensive back, but ended up a receiver.
He caught it as a receiver. Hey, it worked out.
Worked out really well for them. But I'm telling you, the defensive guys.
Frustrated.
And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. Terry McLaurin, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders have broken our tie and have taken a fourth-quarter lead. The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And they will take a 7-point lead.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
From the gun, it's Taylor.
Now the stiff arm created some space initially, but he's taken down not long after. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Ryan. And now here is another interception. Picked by Kendall Fuller.
And the Commanders are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Robinson up the middle.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
Robinson with another carry.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine.
And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning.
That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on fourth. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again.
Julian Blackmon bringing him down. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down.
Washington about to close this one out as they are down to a knee.
And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here when they're taking a knee is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win. Needed one desperately.